Go ahead.
Hey everybody, this is Mike again. We're about to start the webinar now. What can local SEO do for your business? We're going to share the screen here so everybody can follow along with the slides as we go along. Brittany, I'm sure a few of you already know, is going to be also online to answer any questions that she can during. If there's any questions that we can't get to during, I will answer myself immediately after, and you know, we can also follow up with either emails or phone calls for anything specific. Okay, so you guys should be able to see everything on there now, and we'll go ahead and get started. I know I've met a few of you already. My name again is Michael Dillon. I'm the Director of SEO here at the Finance Marketing Group. I specialize in SEO and local SEO, which I've been doing for a few years now. I've been working with Brittany, Ashley, Kevin, a few of the other members of the team here for a while that you probably haven't met before, or maybe some of you have. You know, my free time, just a little bit about me. I like to play soccer. I volunteer with Big Brothers, you know, stuff like that. Let's dive right into the SEO here. What exactly is local SEO? Well, SEO in general is the process of affecting the visibility of a website in a search engine. Yahoo, Bing, and Google are the three major ones. Google, for our purposes, is the one that we focus on the most, and that's because it is the biggest search engine where we will basically be applying all of our metrics and using as our case study and what we try to accomplish here. Local SEO is a marketing tactic that allows your local business to promote its services to nearby customers at exactly the time they're looking for your type of business, which basically is, you know, in your area. Whatever your city, state, or local town is, that's where local SEO takes effect. Now, Google indicates now that out of 3 mobile searches are considered local, and 95% of mobile users use their device to look up local information for calling or visiting businesses. So it really doesn't matter if you're on an iPhone, a tablet, an iPad, whatever, those all count as mobile devices. Now what local SEO does is it gets your correct name, address, and phone number out on the web. This puts your business on various maps when people are trying to locate your business via a mobile device, which, if any of you have ever searched for anything, you know, dry cleaner, bowling alley, whatever, you'll know that when you type something in on your phone, usually you'll get an option to click a link or something like that that will take you directly into a map that will, you know, usually find your location on a GPS or something like that and take you right over to it. Now, local SEO and traditional SEO are 2 different fields, but they work hand in hand. And as Google continues to update its search algorithm, more and more they're increasing the focus on local search, and that's why you need a strong presence in your local market. Even if you're trying to target people nationally as a brand, you still need to have a very strong presence in your local market, because Google wants to know that you are a physical location that is you know, going to cater to the people at the location that you list your name, address, and phone number on. Now, the benefits of local SEO campaign for financial brokers is that we will get your website ranked on the first page of Google in your local market. Now, this is for targeted keywords, generally anything like, you know, I'll pick a city, let's say Houston or Miami, commercial finance. When somebody types those in, they want your business, obviously you want your business to pop up in that first page of Google, and that's very important. It leads to a lot more traffic to your website, a lot more clients and customers. Now, also getting listed across the web will allow customers to find you easier and faster. So it's not just about being on Google, but it's also about being the places that your listing on Google will represent. Now, these are things such as apps on your phone, you know, different directory listings, like a lot of people use Yelp these days. things like that, and having your business listed across the web there is very important for customers to find you. This can actually lead directly to generating some customer leads, and we've actually seen this firsthand, especially as Yelp is a big one, but just in general, if customers can find you from any way or form they're searching for commercial business loan or something like that, and your website comes up first, guess what? They're going to click your website, and that's what the goal is. And it's to have your business be on the cutting edge of mobile search is really imperative as Google starts to transition more towards local and more towards mobile, because every trend over the last several years is gearing towards this direction, and Google is, it really sets the trends when it comes to this kind of stuff. What we'll do as well is we want to optimize your website for these local keywords. And what I mean by this is, if you want to rank for commercial finance in a place like Houston, what we'll do then is we will take your business and, we will take your business and rank you for Houston in SEO as well. Now, what do small businesses use local SEO for? Well, as I mentioned before, 80% of mobile searches for local businesses result in a business transaction. So brace yourself, because Google is going local. Now, in a main part of this is recently Google just had an algorithm update which focused even more on local than ever before. And part of this is that when you used to search in a particular city, let's say you were in Miami and you typed in commercial finance, you used to give you all of the national results for commercial finance. And now what it does is, and you can try this for your home city, Google eliminated the option to search from other cities. So if I was in Miami but I wanted to see what was going on in New York City, I could change my location in Google to New York City and then type in commercial finance and see what results would come up there. Now Google takes your location and puts that in as part of the search. And what ends up happening is you'll get a thing called a Google Snack Pack, and the Google Snack Pack will give you a couple of local results, which, if you are optimized, you can actually get into that pack, and that's actually almost another form of paying for ads like AdWords, because you're right there at the top. But the other thing is that it will show you the local results whether you want to see them or not, and that's because Google is gearing it towards your local results. So if you're looking for commercial finance, even if you're in California and you want to find it in New York, you have to literally type in the words New York commercial finance. You can't just type in commercial finance. You have to type your location. Otherwise, your location is always going to be local now. So next slide, 64% of your customers use directories and search engines as their top way to find local businesses. So basically what that means is if you are not listed across the web, if you do not have your business in directories and local search engines, then people are going to have trouble finding you. And if 64% of your customers use these, you're missing out on a huge customer base by not having this information out there. Being listed in local directories also has the highest conversion level of local advertising channels. Some directories can convert as high as 50%. And a good part of this is that also it can eliminate unwanted leads. Basically, the people that find your business already know what they're looking for. It's not, they come across something and they're not really sure what it is. These people are looking for, merchant cash advance or commercial business loan, and that's how they go about finding you. So when the lead does come through, it's a legitimate lead in most cases, and that's why they convert at such a high percentage. 70% of local customers also trust online business reviews. Citation sources and directories, similar to where we get you listed, are where these reviews are left. Now, I'm sure some of you might be familiar with Google Plus or Yelp. These are really the top two places that a lot of the reviews get left. And the good thing about this is if you can garner positive reviews, and as part of our program, we can advise you on how to do that. But Google looks at these as part of their local search rankings. So getting positive reviews for your business in Google Plus especially can actually help improve your local rankings as well. And so there are ways to go about doing this, and obviously we can touch on that as part of our program, but you know, it's another really huge part of local ranking factors that everybody needs to be aware of. Now, citation sources are key components of how Google and Bing determine rankings from their algorithms. The higher your local ranking for your top keywords, the more people will find your business. Now, business listings, the other good thing about getting them is that they can actually also potentially occupy the search results as well. So what that means basically is if you have a number of citations and they hold multiple spots in the top 10, along with your business ranking, because obviously it would help your ranking show up in those results as well. Let's say you own 3 or 4 of them because you did, you know, you have your business, you have your Google Plus, you have a listing on Yelp, and let's say Bing or Yahoo Local or something like that. If those results in your area show up as 4 of the top 10 results, that means you own 40% of the Google real estate for whatever that search term is. Not only is that great because customers that look down the list, you know, just find you over and over and over again, but it takes 40% of that listing and it knocks your competitors out of the list. So by, you know, ranking high and getting these citations, you are potentially taking up more real estate and owning more property in a search result that your competitors cannot occupy, and that is actually very helpful as well. So let's look at some real FMG local SEO results and show you basically, you know, a client that we worked with here and how things improved for them. So this first chart shows a client that we had started in May and how their listing reach has increased over time across the main directory channels. So you can see at first we had them listed in a couple, and then you can kind of see the line trending up and up and up. And that's over time. The longer that you're doing this, basically the more listings that you'll get. And when we fill out what we call these aggregator sites, these listings will then filter down into a lot of apps that people use on their phone and on their tablets to get your information also listed out there on the web as well. Now, this same client is in the Texas area, and you know, just to show you here, this is a results ranking page of their area and what they rank number 1, 2, and a couple of 3s there for. Now, what you can see is that in a couple of instances, you can see that there's either a number 2 or a number 3 next to the phrase. That means that they have more than one page that actually ranks that high. In the instance of Helota's contract financing, they have 3 pages that are ranking for that term, not just the one, which again just occupies more real estate in the search results, which is great. Now you can see for this particular client, they are ranking number 1 in their area for 8 different search terms, and not just for the Helotas, but also for San Antonio. So they are, you know, number 1 last time we pulled this for merchant cash advance, franchise financing, you know, and these are top keywords that you know, a lot of clients want to rank for. But not just the fact that they're ranking number 1, they're also ranking number 2 for a number of things, number 3, and it's showing the first couple of those as well before the cutoff. But overall, if you see from this next slide, they now have 22 keywords that they want to rank for in the top 10, and that means that in the top 10 for those the different keywords they want to rank for, 22 different pages, if you will, are showing up in those local search results. And if you go to the top 2 pages, which is the top 20 of Google, they overall have 36 keywords ranking for their area. And you don't actually necessarily need to type in the city if you are in that area. So if somebody is in San Antonio and types in merchant cash advance, they should still show up in that, even though they did a national search and not a local search. And that's the great thing about this. You know, even the more that Google gears this towards local, the more this benefits doing this local SEO, so you can dominate your own area. Now, this also shows their score. This is a software metric we use that calculates basically how much their local SEO score has improved over time, and as you can see, it just has gone up and up over the months that we worked for them. Basically what this means is they have more keywords ranking higher than before, they have more listings, and they have more keywords showing up every month. Those are the different things that combine to come up with the score from this software. So basically, the bottom line is, what do you get? What do you get with your local SEO package here? And the answer is you're going to get local citation building, which is the directories and the citations I mentioned before. We will do that and get your name, address, phone number listed across the web so that customers will be able to find you no matter what kind of device or app they're using. You'll get a Google Plus business page creation. If you already have a page, we will optimize it for you because there are certain tricks to being able to do that as well. We will also create you a Google brand page, which is almost like getting it's like a second Google Plus listing, but it's more geared towards social, but they go hand in hand with each other. You can also use these to basically get your information to show up in a Google search result like the local pack. So if somebody did type in San Antonio merchant cash advance or whatever city you were in, and they show up as #1, your business can also show up on the right-hand side of Google, which is great. I mean, that's like potentially purchasing ad space, which is wonderful. We will also create and secure your Google Plus business page with a custom URL that we will create with your business name. We can also build a customer consumer review template, which is something I talked about earlier, which will help you garner the positive reviews that you need to get your business ranked a lot higher locally. We will also optimize the website content and the title tags for those local search keywords that you want to rank for. We can also develop the specific landing pages that you need to target your local market around those keywords, and then additional pieces of content a month tailored around those local keywords is something we will also provide. Now, the amounts that we can provide is determined on what kind of package that you select, and we do have 3 of them available. You know, why exactly would you want to go to FMG for any of this? Well, our marketing agency is a group of well-seasoned SEOs, like some I've mentioned before. I'm sure you've met Brittany, Kevin, Ashley in the different departments, and we've been doing this digital marketing for years. All of us, you know, together have been working on this. We specialize specifically in the commercial financing and banking industry, which is exactly what you guys are looking for. So not only do we have knowledge of SEO, but we also have knowledge of the products that you guys are focusing on and the experience because we've done it before. And we all have sat through the commercial capital training course in order to know how to market and present each of these alternative lending products that you guys are familiar with. So basically that wraps up everything. This last slide, this is my direct line and my email address. If you guys have any questions or you want to talk to me, feel free to email me directly. I'm going to be out of the office tomorrow, unfortunately, but I will be returning next Wednesday. If you guys are interested and you want to leave me a message or something like that, we can set up a time to go over all the stuff in a call. You know, overall, we've seen a great response with the clients we've been doing this program for, and that's why we wanted to make sure that we rolled out this local SEO package for the rest of you guys to, you know, have an opportunity to get on with it as well. I really appreciate all you guys attending today. I'm going to get through to any questions that you guys might have asked that haven't been answered yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. But like I said, feel free to contact me directly, and you know, I can certainly fill in any gaps for any questions you have, or you know, anything else you want to follow up on, or of course, if you want to sign on for the packages that we're offering here. So that's pretty much it. Thanks everybody for attending today. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen, and have a great day. Thanks.
Hi guys, Brittany here. Real quick, because I know a lot of people ask, this presentation is being recorded, so if you came in late or you know you maybe missed something throughout the presentation that you want to revisit, we are going to put it on our YouTube channel, and we will send all of you guys a link to the YouTube recording so that you're able to watch it over again. Also, we did have one question that I was unable to answer, Mike. Can a client use a UPS box as their business location?
Actually, the answer to that is no. There are alternatives, and we can certainly talk about that. What a lot of people choose to do is set up a virtual office. I know that's really popular these days. There are some questions about that with Google as well, because they There are some virtual offices because they recycle suite numbers that have already been optimized, but if we can narrow down a suite that hasn't been, we can still do that as well. So that is an obstacle that we can overcome.
Mike, you have one more question, this question right here. Pricing for the packages of what you discussed. So there's different three.
Yep, we have 3 different packages right now. They are 400, 800, and 1500. And I can break down what all of that includes. If anybody wants to just shoot me an email or give me a call, I can actually email you basically the entire breakdown of what the costs are and what is included in each different package.
I think that's it. Any extra questions you guys have, feel free to email them over to Mike. Like I said, we send you guys all a follow-up email of a presentation recording. Mike can also attach all the local SEO packages on there for you guys to review and go over, and reach out to him if you have any other questions. Other than that, thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.